Let's take a look at 8 incredible Minecraft mods that transform the End, just like the End update we've all been waiting for. I really hope you enjoy. Young's Better End Island. Let's start off with a thing you see first when entering the End. Of course, the End Island. Now this has not gotten a proper revamp since 2011? Excuse me? Well, alright, with Young's Better End Island, we finally have an aesthetic looking island. And here, everything is redesigned, including the fact that the dragon doesn't just spawn, but you have to make it spawn. Additionally, you can easily resummon the dragon as well. Going from vanilla to this is such a shift. Young's Better End Island mods is probably one of my favorites of all the Young structure mods, just because it makes the incredibly mundane island into something memorable. I cannot recommend enough to add this to your next Minecraft playthrough. Better End Cities. When you go beyond the End Island, after defeating the dragon, most likely you're on the hunt for an elytra. And then of course you'll find End Cities. But they are a bit lackluster in vanilla, yes? Of course they are, but no longer with Better End Cities. This resource pack / mod will spice up the End Cities quite significantly. You'll find completely new designs as well as way more loot, which of course I'm a big fan of. Additionally, if you also use the Better End mod, you get some compatibilities, so your Better End Cities now also get created with the new blocks that the mod adds. Better End Cities is something that is thoroughly needed in my opinion. Moog's End Structures. New structures that is exactly what the End needs. The issue is currently that it's all a barren, empty landscape filled with mostly, nothing. Enter Moog's End Structures. This Minecraft mod aims to breathe new life into the End, all with some dazzling new structures. They range from small towers and some blocks strewn about to houses, monuments, and even a nice garden, all the way to the End ship, bigger towers, and even exciting floating End cities. Now, what do all these structures have in common? Of course, they come with valuable loot. Let's go. For me, that's all you had to say. Add Moog structures to your next playthrough. I'm telling you, you will not regret it. Better End. There exists no End mods list without mentioning the Better End mod. Now this is the End update we are looking for and frankly deserve. The mod adds over 24 unique and awesome looking biomes, together with 6 new mobs, all with biome specific variants too. The builders among you will have 9 new wood types and many more awesome blocks, like 7 new stone types to build with, all perfect for a new End base. You'll also find some new mechanics and tools and resources. How about we visit the lush umbrella jungle, an overgrown paradise in the middle of the void? Or perhaps the dazzling mossy glow shrooms within the foggy mushroom lands. Look at this. It looks so freaking awesome, man. Similar to the Aurora crystals, giant sparkling mountains, bringing light and life to the End. And these are just a few. There are so many more. The Amber Lands, the Lantern Woods, or the Sulphur Springs. Each biome feels unique, and at least for me, none of them really feel out of place. I highly suggest giving Better End a try, because this is truly the End update we're all longing for. Eldritch End. Now this mod is a little bit different. Eldritch End reshapes the End dimension to become the dream of a Lovecraftian universe. Or should I rather say, a nightmare of it. Not only will you find awesome new dimensions, some cool blocks and items, no, horrible aberrations will come to stalk you within the dark of this dimension. Be aware of eldritch powers and those bosses that might try to keep you from them. In the end though, everything will be corrupted. Eldritch End, definitely something a bit different, but an exciting mod to try. Enlightend. Yes, it is a play on words. Enlightened expands the End both vertically and horizontally. This mod adds 5 new dimensions to the End, all with unique color patterns and awesome new materials too. Visit, for example, the gaseous gardens, much higher up in the air inside of the void, all with noble gases too. And yes, you can harvest them. And not only that, with Xenon, for example, you're able to build a freaking laser. How cool is this? Hello? Also quite cool is the Arctic Abyss, also quite high up, with the only life form around there being the Void Leviathans. And yeah, they sound super friendly, right? Think again. With all these new materials and blocks, you'll be able not only to decorate and build your base, but also craft some awesome new contraptions and even some new gear. Perhaps make some cool leggings and boots, or put on the new adamantite gear in its entirety. Enlightend definitely lights up the End in an awesome way. And Phantasm. finally, the End gets some love with End's Phantasm, where the changes are oriented on vanilla and integrate into the main loop of the game. Within this dream, you can visit, for example, the Dreaming Den, an awesome but strange looking forest. Here you find a new type of tree, as well as vivid nihilium, apparently fallen from the End's sky. And below every dream, there is the looking of a nightmare. Below, you will find the Under Island with strange corrupted moss. Within these biomes, of course, you can also find some mobs, the Christies and Behemoths. While the Christies are nice and cute, the Behemoths should probably be avoided. Exploring further, you might encounter the acid-burned abysses. This biome introduces a completely new color palette into the End and also some awesome new flora. The new plant you find here is coral, and apparently it lives off the echoes and whispers of the void. After you harvest it, you can use it to create a subwoofer. The power of music is strong with this one. Look at this. That's pretty fun. To visit this dream, try out End's Phantasm in your next Minecraft playthrough. Enderscape. Expand the End with Enderscape. While this mod is only available until 1.19.2, if you're still on that version, some cool things are waiting for you. Visit, for example, the Celestial Plains or the Corrupt Depths, two new awesome biomes now populating the End. Speaking of population, find Drifters and Rubomites for two new mobs that include new resources and new items as well. And finally, the Builders among you, of course, will also get two new types of wood, additionally with some cool new looking blocks for an awesome End base. Enderscape also has small ambience and sound design improvements, including an expanded soundtrack and two new music discs. Escape a boring vanilla End with Enderscape. And these were the 8 incredible Minecraft mods that transform the End. Which one of these will you play next? Tell me in the comments below and I'll see you all in the next video. So, yeah.